Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a fabulous day so far. I'm so excited for today's video. We are going to be playing with and reviewing the Morphe Sweet Oasis collection. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Kai. I'm a hairstylist and a makeup artist. I do live makeup videos over on Facebook. I also do different product reviews and tutorials here on YouTube. And you can check me out over on Instagram at stylesby_Kyle. If you like videos like these, make sure that you hit that subscribe button below. Have you done it? Did you do it? Okay, good. I'm so excited about this. This collection sold out on Morphe before I was able to get my hands on it, but luckily they released it through Ulta on Valentine's Day. I ordered the collection from Ulta when it released, and I accidentally left Levi's mom's address in my shipping information, so it got shipped up to Tennessee. So it sat up there for a couple weeks before I was able to go recover it. But it is here today. We're going to be playing with it. I'm super excited. Let's play with this collection. So let's start by talking about the packaging. The color story of this collection is so adorable. When I saw this palette, I was like, this is so me. So basically the colors that you see on this unicarton are the colors that are in the palette. It's a lot of blues, a lot of pinks. It's got a very like 1980s Miami kind of vibe to it. I'm digging it. They also have this lip gloss trio, which appears to be mostly like nude shades, but they have shimmer or glitter in them. I personally love nude shimmery glosses. I think they're stunning. I feel like they look good with almost any look. Like they're very versatile. You can use them a lot. So I'm super excited to play with those as well. Let's go ahead and get this out of the packaging and take a look at what it looks like on the inside. How stunning is this palette? I am absolutely in love. The shades in here are so beautiful. All of these gorgeous aqua blue type colors. Blue is my favorite color, especially the aqua type shades. I really love those shades of blue, but I love any shade of blue, but these are particularly like my favorite. And then they've got these really nice pinks in here, which pinks are a nice color for like everyday looks. Pink is very flattering on a lot of skin tones. And then they've also got a really good range of nudes in here. This is something that I think Morphe does really well, even in their really vibrant and colorful palettes. They always leave enough neutral shades to work as transition shades or blending shades, or if you just feel like doing a neutral look that day. Super excited to jump into this. I think there's so many possibilities for looks with this palette, which I really love. I think this will be a really great palette to have in my collection. Which shade do I want to use first? So I think what I'm going to do is like some pinks on top of the eye and then some blue under the eye, I think. I'm going to grab the shade Sneak a Kiss. I'm using a Morphe E27 brush to apply this shade to the crease. That's a really pretty pink. And it went on really well. I'm not surprised. Morphe generally has nice formulas for their eyeshadow, so I'm not real shocked there. Now I'm going to grab the shade Private Villa. Using the stone brush from the Harry Potter x Ulta Beauty collection, I'm applying this shade directly below the shade we put in the crease. Yeah, so far these are blending out really beautifully. The pigment is really nice. No complaints yet. Okay, so now I'm going to grab Picture Perfect. I'm using a large fluffy brush from the Morphe x Lisa Frank collection to apply this shade all over the lid. This one had more fallout than the rest of the shadows in this palette. I'm going to grab the shade Love Struck. Using another brush from the Morphe x Lisa Frank collection, I use this shade to soften the line between the lid and the brow. Okay, and then I'm just going to use my finger to pick up some of the color Wanderlust. I gently tapped this shade onto the center of each eyelid. Okay, so now we're going to work on the under eye area. I'm going to grab this shade, Infinity Pool. I used a smudge brush from the Morphe x Mitchell collection to define the lash line and create a wing. Sail Away. I applied this shade to the middle of the lower lash line. I'm going to pick up the shade Island Hop. Using the liner brush from the Morphe x Mitchell collection, I applied this shade to the inner corner of the eye. And then I'm going to pick up the shade Coastline Cruise. Using the same brush, I used this shade to blend the shimmer and matte shades together. And I'm going to grab a little bit of Reef Dive. Again with the same brush, I layered this shade over top of the matte shades to bring some shimmer to the center of the eye. I'm picking up the shade Island Hop. At this point, I was just really enjoying playing with the eyeshadows, and I kind of forgot to say what I was doing. This is the shade Hidden Cove, and we are placing this on the outer part of the wing to really define and bring extra definition to that wing. Here I'm using some setting powder on a flat, dense packing brush from the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill collection, and I'm using that to clean up the edge of our wing and really create a sharp, defined line there. I'm now using a fluffy brush from Moda to brush away any of the excess powder that we used to sharpen up that line. I'm using the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk on the lower waterline. Alright, so far I am absolutely loving this palette. The eyeshadows blend out really beautifully, they're well pigmented, the color on your eye is very similar to what it is in the pan. I will say in the past some of their palettes have been kind of hit or miss, like some of the shades are really good, some of them are a little bit more patchy. This one, I played with quite a bit of the shades. Let's see, I used 11 of the shades in here and they all blended out and went on really beautifully. So I would definitely recommend this palette. Like I was saying when we started, it has like the beautiful blues in it, it's got some pinks for every day, and then it's got a lot of really beautiful nudes, so you can do so many different looks with this palette. I'm really enjoying it so far. I obviously did something super colorful because that's just how I am, but you could definitely do some more toned down looks with this palette, but so far really happy with it. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw on some mascara really quick. I'm going to use some of the Morphe The Big Prime Lash Primer, and then I'm also going to use some of the Morphe Make It Big Mascara. Okay, while I let my mascara dry before we put on our eyelashes, I'm going to go ahead and line my lips really quick. And for that, I will be using the Morphe color pencil in the shade Bite Me. I'm going to go ahead and do my gloss. And I think I'm going to use this one. This is the shade Groupie. That's a really pretty gloss. I think I'm going to grab a little bit of the shade Shimmy. I'm going to put that right in the center of my lip there. Beautiful. These have a really nice scent to them and they're not super sticky. It's a very nice textured lip gloss. It almost feels kind of like nourishing to the lips, like it's hydrating them a little bit. And the reflect on it's really beautiful. And I really like it paired up with that brown lip liner. All right, let's go ahead and pop some lashes on real quick, and then we will come back and talk about this collection overall. For my lashes, I'm using a pair of the Kiss Lash Couture Matte Black Faux Mink Collection lashes. I'm also using some small pieces of lash that I trimmed off of other lashes for my bottom lash line. In order to make my natural lashes blend a little bit better with the false lashes, I came back in and built up some of that mascara on my bottom lashes. I decided to add a little bit of liner on the inner corner of the eye there, and I felt like I needed really big lashes with this, and then when I put on the big lashes, I felt like I needed some bottom lashes, so I had a little bit fun with the lashes and the liner today, but I think that this look turned out beautifully, and I'm really impressed with this Sweet Oasis collection from Morphe. I will say, I wish that they would have made one of the glosses a little bit brighter pink. I just feel like with this palette and with all of these bright colors in here, they really could have done like a bright pink gloss and would have been amazing with these colors. The formula of the shadows is beautiful. The shimmers and the mattes both wear really well. They're well pigmented. They blend out beautifully. I'm really happy with this purchase. I will probably gravitate to this palette a lot because the blues in here are just so stunning. And these pink and like fuchsia and magenta colors are also really beautiful. And then, like I was mentioning earlier, it has a really good range of those nude shades in there, something that Morphe always does really well with their large palettes, giving you some of those nude shades to use for transition or base colors, or just on days that you want to wear a nice nude eye. So I highly recommend this palette, especially if you love pink eyeshadows or you love blue eyeshadows. It's a really great option for you. Also, if you want to like dabble in color a little bit, but you still want to be able to have some of the nice neutrals to play with, this would be a good palette for that. And pink is a nice color that's kind of nice on almost everybody, so it's a fun way to incorporate some color. It's still kind of almost like a neutral, especially if you do the softer pinks. So definitely check out this palette. As far as the lip glosses go, the formula of them is really nice. They feel really nourishing on the lips. They're pigmented, which is nice. You get a little bit of color with them. They're not sticky at all. It stayed very nice and glossy. They have a little bit of shimmer in them, which is really beautiful. Overall, I really enjoyed them. I just really wish that they would have put like a brighter pink gloss in there to go with this kind of aqua and pink eyeshadow palette that was going on. But otherwise, everything is beautiful. Everything worked really well. High quality products. Morphe is really good at that. And they're not unreasonably priced. What do you all think about the Morphe Sweet Oasis collection and this look that we created today? I think it turned out really stunning. I'm absolutely loving the eyeshadow. I really will probably reach for these products again, and I'm excited to play with them more. Thank you for joining me for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it or found it somehow helpful. If you have used the Morphe Sweet Oasis collection, let me know in the comments below what you think about it. Also, if you have other products or collections that you'd like for me to try out, throw those in the comments as well. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, make sure that you do that by hitting that subscribe button below, and make sure that you click that bell for notifications. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, and until I see you next time, remember to be true to yourselves, be kind to one another, and most importantly, be beautiful. I love you all. I will see you in the next one.